Everyone, my name is Joshua and today we're playing Mario Kart Double Dash. In this video I will be doing 50cc Special Cup. Quite exciting because Special Cups, well, it's special because judging by the name, Special Cup, yeah, Special Cup has some pretty neat tracks, but then at the same time these tracks can, let's just say they definitely they can be pretty difficult on more advanced levels. I'll say that. They can be a little trickier on more advanced levels. That's all I can really say. But on this level, they're fine. They're okay. Nothing too hard. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about Special Cup. But about this particular course, yeah, Warrior Coliseum. It's basically a coliseum, but it has like a super cool, fun racetrack. Yeah, pretty awesome. As you know, well, you might think that this is actually one of my many favourites, and it is. They're all pretty much my favourite, except Mushroom City. So yeah, there isn't particularly a lot to say about this track, except it has the same music to Waluigi Stadium, which is kind of a similar track in a way. So yeah, I think this track's pretty cool. I like how it's laid out, so it's like I like all these boosters and the rings of fire. They kind of make it an exciting track. Yeah, they do. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all that there is to say about this track. It can be pretty cool, it can also be pretty frustrating at certain times, like on 150cc in mirror mode. My goodness, it is very, very difficult. It's no picnic. It can actually be pretty difficult. On 150cc, you actually have to win this cup if you want to unlock all Tour Cup. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. Which reminds me, I have this friend, he's called Adriano. He has a YouTube channel as well, and it's called Adriano Does Stuff. Basically, it's videos of him where he's like doing stuff like gaming and I don't know, just stuff. Yeah, his videos are pretty cool, so yeah, you should definitely check out his channel. Well, anyways, back to this. Yeah, this track's pretty awesome. I think that this track is very, very good. I think that it's pretty creative, pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, that's one track out of 4. I've just got to keep on moving. So yeah, it is a pretty neat track. Unlike the other tracks, it has less than 3 free laps. It has 2 laps actually. This track though has 3 laps. The only tracks that don't have 3 laps is Baby Park, which is my absolute favourite, and yeah, Warrior Coliseum. But the rest of them all have 3 laps. The reason Warrior Coliseum has 2 laps is because it's a lot longer. But anyways, yeah, this track is a pretty neat track. I like how it has all the dinosaurs and yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, we have this little area here with the water bursts. Yeah, I like this track because similarly to Donkey Kong's Mountain, oh no! Yeah, similarly to Donkey Kong's Mountain, it has that jungly tropical effect to it. So yeah, that's about all there is to say. So yeah, it's a pretty neat track all in all. Yeah, well yeah, anyway. I like how in this little area there are these crystals and there's kind of this like wharf, and you can see like a pterodactyl and some some dinosaur there in the water. Yeah, this is a pretty cool track. Yeah, it's one of my many favourites, which is basically all of them. Oh yeah. Anyhow, this dinosaur, if you hit its mouth, it'll actually spin you out, which isn't very good. No, it isn't very good at all, but hey, what can I say? It's just how this track is. Woohoo! Star power! Well, yeah, that's about all there is to say. So, yeah. This track is extremely difficult on 150cc in mirror mode, believe me. It was a complete and utter nightmare for me. A nightmare. And my gosh, what a nightmare. But anyhow, this is in mirror mode, so it isn't much of a nightmare. It's a pretty cool track, as I've said earlier. I'm actually, you guys, running out of things to say, so if I keep repeating myself, it's just that I'm getting desperate for things to say. But yeah, I still like to emphasize how much these tracks are pretty cool and all that. Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, this next track, oh my gosh, this track is Bowser's Castle. It is so cool. Oh my gosh. This track is like, it's super awesome. Believe me, this track is like, it's awesome. It originally was my favourite, but after a while I changed my mind and decided Baby Park was my favourite. The only reason I decided this one wasn't my favourite was because, I don't know, I didn't like the difficulty of it. But it's still a cool track. As you can see in this room, there are Bowser Jr.'s faces on the wall. Yeah, you might have noticed that. Also, there's a pretty cool shortcut in this track that I want to show you guys. It's actually quite useful if you're on 150cc or mirror mode, but sometimes there are some consolations to that. Sometimes this giant lava fire-breathing machine thingy can kind of block your way to use that shortcut by shooting fire in that direction, but if it's occupied by shooting fire in another direction, it's definitely a good shortcut to use. So yeah, I like this Bowser's Castle a lot more than the one in Mario Kart 64. The one in Mario Kart 64, I don't know, it didn't have as much character as this one. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you have these arrows, but they're actually like mean arrows. They kind of like giving you the evil stare, as if they're gonna say, "Go away, you little freak." Yeah, they are mean arrows, definitely. And this statue is blocking my way to another shortcut. Oh no! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the shortcut I was telling you about. If you can get the timing right, that shortcut can get you ahead. It doesn't really matter much when you're on 50cc and 100cc, but on 150 and mirror mode, that little shortcut can actually help you quite a bit. So I'd recommend getting the hang of using it if you wish to succeed on the harder levels. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the shortcut. Also, you may not believe it, but those lava thingies, the lava thingies, they can actually hit you. Like, you know how that little area where you're driving on like a cage and there's the lava coming out, that can actually hurt you. Yeah, it may not look like it, but it can. But at the same time, you should really expect anything in this game. I mean, oh my goodness. You never know what might be a trick or a trap. Yeah, but still, pretty cool. Whoa. Yep, well, this is a pretty cool track. Anyhow, the last track is coming, guys. Brace yourselves. This next track is epic. Rainbow Road, the most special track in the entire game. You heard me. This track is the most special in the entire game. I'm not lying, guys. It's true. It's the most special in the entire game. I didn't boost off at the beginning, but yeah, this is without a doubt absolutely the most special track in the game. It's meant to be like the most exciting, colourful, interesting track of them all. So yeah, this is actually like, I like it, but it's not as good as the old Rainbow Road from the Nintendo 64 version. Like, it's good, but I don't know why. It just doesn't get to me like the one from the Nintendo 64 version. Yeah, it just doesn't. But there's nothing I can really do about that. But it's still a pretty good track. Yay, star power! So yeah, this track is pretty bad too on 150cc and 150cc and mirror mode, but on 50cc and 100, it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, pretty neat track. Yeah, I also like how there's like that giant pipe that you shoot up through. That's pretty good too. So yeah, this is a pretty nice track. Let's just say, despite the fact that it's extremely hard, it's pleasant. It's a pleasant track. It has pleasant music, a pleasant atmosphere, pleasant. These boosters also help you, but you got to make sure that you don't fall over the edge. Unlike the Nintendo 64 version, this Rainbow Road doesn't have any like railings or barriers to protect you from falling off the side. So you have to be very, very careful. Yeah, pretty careful. So yeah. There's only one lap left to go, guys. So yeah, this track is pretty epic. Also, I like how, like, in the distance there's like those shells and the bob-omb, and like you have those little things out in the distance, like mushrooms and that. Yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah. Alright guys, final lap. Brace yourselves. So yeah, a tip for this track, you should drift around the corners, but don't go too fast as well, because going too fast may result in you falling over the edge, and that's something that I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to happen. So yeah. Yeah. This track is actually like the one in the Nintendo 64 version. I'm kind of like comparing this track to the Nintendo 64 version, is like up in the sky above a city. I think it might even be Mushroom City. Yeah, it's high above a city, and unlike the Nintendo 64 version, it's not out in the galaxy like in the Nintendo 64 version. In the Nintendo 64 version, it's like out in the galaxy. So yeah. Well guys, that's a special cut for you. Yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching my video, and bye!